Hello everyone. So today I am assigned to make a large card for a friend's retirement, and 10 people need to sign the card. So I took 2 5x7 cards, and this will fit in the regular 5x7 envelope. And I am attaching, I'm going to take this off and reattach it. I used our liquid Tombow glue, and I'm going to use a Stampin' Up stamp set. Okay, that looks better. So a little bit over there. Okay, there I have it. Okay, and either, I'm not sure about the orientation, whether I'm going to do it this way. It's going to depend on the paper that I use, or am I going to do it this way so it opens that way? I'll decide. So the person I'm making it for is a teacher. She was my department leader, but I retired 4 years ago. So I'm using the Waterside Retreat 12x12 DSP, and I think I'm going to use this one. We'll see. I am also using probably the Happy Place cling stamp set. So it's the rubber stamps. And I'm using Happy Retirement. Okay. And it can go either way. It can go vertical or horizontal, depending on what paper I use and what I decide. So yes, this is retired, but it is a great set, and it is also useful for scrapbook pages. I also have the Sunset Coast stamp set and die set. It's a bundle, and it has Happy Retirement right there and congratulations. And I do like that congratulations. I'm looking for a congratulations that might be a little bit bigger, but we'll see. I also have this piece of wood, and I plan on using this wood sign. I think I'm going to use, maybe. And I am going to use, what was I thinking of? Well, I have the whole suite for Waterside Retreat. And I was thinking of using one other thing. Let me see if I can remember. Relaxing Riverside was the other stamp set. I have the stamps and dies, and that one I'm going to use this chair, and which will be really cool. Maybe the bird here, the pelican, and then here's to a new chapter I thought would be really nice, or relax. I mean, some of these other words would be great for retirement. And there might have been one in here. The adventure continues, maybe, but I think I like those two. Relax, and today, here's to a new chapter, and congratulations, of course. I'm going to find a big, nice congratulations in one of my stamp sets. I have a 5x7 card, and you saw I attached it to another card, so it opens up, and I did a 4 3/4 by 6 3/4 mat, and I'm going to attach that. I am going to attach this piece at the bottom. I'm leaving a little bit of an edge so that I can possibly put the other seagull paper on the top. I'm thinking this one, but I have to cut a different piece because this went this way with the seagulls. So I'm going to cut a different piece and put it here. Just a small piece I'm going to measure that out. Okay, so this is 4.5 by 2 7/16. And this is 4.5. I'm not sure what I said before. 4.5 by, I'll measure that again. And if I added probably another 1/16 or so, I could have stuck this under. So it's going to have this little seam. But you'll barely see it. I think this came out really good. I put dimensionals, the regular size ones, in the back of this, and I'm going to do the same with this. Or should I leave it flat? I think I might leave it flat. Put it there, okay? I think I'm gonna leave it flat. Maybe go a little bit closer. So I'll just glue it down and even it up. Okay. I decided to add dimensionals to it. So even it off right there. Okay. I did cut out the little pelican or bird for this. Die cut it. It's part of the set here of Relaxing Waterside dies. This is Pool Party cardstock. I am going to snip a piece off for this part and this part, and instead of using dimensionals, I am using the strips. Okay, oops, you can't see that, sorry. And I'm going to use one piece here. Actually, this will fit perfect if I go right to the end. And I might have to snip off a little bit. And then I'll show you at the end the whole card. Yeah, that fits perfectly. And I am going to stamp it with I don't want to put the strip on here because that would be too much. I might put a glue dot or something on there, but I am going to stamp "Here's to a New Chapter." Okay. Right there. Okay. And then maybe I'll snip little pieces of dimensionals on there. So let me grab my small block. And I was thinking of putting the bird right there, cutting him out. And I'm gonna do this in Lost Lagoon again. Here's to a New Chapter. Beautiful. Okay, and then I have okay, so I stamped 3 of them. I really like this bird a lot, but I'm only gonna use 1. And so cute. So this is what I did. I did Here's to a New Chapter, and I did that in Lost Lagoon. Congratulations is in Misty Moonlight, or Night of Navy, I think. I used the Woods paper that's no longer available, and I used that for that too, and I die cut out without stamping it, the chair, and then I did Relax, and I did that in Misty Moonlight, so you can see the difference. So a couple different ink colors, and this is all in Lost Lagoon with an old stamp set, and this is in this might be, I used more ink on that, but I used Smoky Slate for these birds. So I'm a little surprised that they are much darker. It just might be the ink and how I did it. Okay. So I am going to put this bird on one-dimensional. Plenty, and put him like right there. So cute. Okay, and then Relax, and I think that's okay. You need space to put everything, and I think I need a gift card holder maybe, but you know what, she can just put it in there instead of me doing that. I'll decorate the outside of the envelope and I'm all set. I'm doing the seagulls. And there you have it. That's pretty. The ink went through on the envelope. Sometimes that happens. I just want to snip off this little bit. Okay, and put out the card, this out of the way, and there you have it, the happy retirement card, 5x7, all decorated, my message in there, and you also have the back. Okay, you could add a gift card pocket if you want.